But as part of our negotiation of survival, what a lot of times we do is if we're working with our neighbors, our nation next door to us, we will enter into this dialogue with them, saying, hey, you guys, you killed a moose last week at about 10 o'clock. No. And it was in our territory, so you're disrupting our way of life. So we've come to seek apology from you. And so they would engage in this ceremony. They would engage in gift giving, and they would engage in feasting and dancing and drumming and celebrating. And before they separate from one another, the group would say, well, since you offended us really, really bad in that instance, I want you to bury your tomahawk in the earth. And we're going to put ours on top, okay? And so this is how our nations dealt with one another. And sometimes one group would say, well, as a peace initiative, we're going to give you some of our young daughters to grow up in your community. So in the event that we had a misunderstanding, none of us would run over there and kill, as we would be attacking our own family, our own children. So it was a way to guarantee peace, and our side would say, well, the reason why you buried your tomahawk first and ours last is if you raised your tomahawk against us, that means our tomahawk is exposed, so we can take it in defense of ourselves and our territories, our elders, our women, our children, and so on. So this term, Nesquat, American anthropologists came and studied Mi'kmaq people, and they studied that they were dancing around and they were waving this hatchet. So it must be a war dance. But it's not a war dance. Nesquat is like your war, a blow to yourself. And usually the tomahawk usually was held in this way, not in an aggressive fashion. It was held in this way. So that was what we called the Nesquat dance, which got misnamed to be the war dance. And it wasn't a war dance. And the tomahawk was not a weapon, it was a tool of survival.